Well, hello, my beautiful Gemini. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your twin flame reading. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Gemini, this is your twin flame reading for mid-February 2023 and beyond. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. Now, your third house is influencing you at this time, and that is all about communication, finding your voice and being seen. So during this period, right up until the 20th of February, you may feel that you are wanting to focus on a course of learning or perhaps taking a quick trip. But this period will really be about discovering yourself or investing in yourself to find your path to what you truly desire. And you will factor in these aspects when it comes to your twin flame connection as well. Now, the first pile is going to be your pile, second pile will be your person's pile, and the third pile will be your unified energy. So let's see what this period will do for your twin flame connection, especially since in mid-February you are going to feel the influence of Venus in Pisces. Now, Pisces is one of the most romantic of signs, so it will change the frequency of you and your twin flame connection, and it can have a really positive influence on it as well. But because we do have that Neptune Pisces link as well, it tends to make us really have a bit of a wake-up call and look at where we may be deluding ourselves when it comes to twin flame connection. It is about waking up and seeing things as they truly are, almost like removing the mask to expose the truth of your situation in order to change it. So if you feel like your twin is not investing in your connection and they have checked out and you feel they are unreachable at this time, you will be looking at personal development, and you may even focus on maybe disconnecting from your twin. This reading is all about the separation of the twin flame connection and how far along the path your twin is at this time. Please look up online as to whether you are in a twin flame connection or whether you're in a false flame connection. They are very similar, but if anyone is emotionally, physically, mentally abusive or narcissistic, then that is not a twin flame connection, okay? Twin flames, they are magnetic. They're very passionate, very sensual, and a very powerful connection that goes beyond. It feels otherworldly, like a moth to a flame. But there tends to be a runner, a chaser, and a separation period, a period where the runner basically looks at all the things that are within themselves that need to be healed, because twin flames, essentially, it's like meeting a mirror of yourself. So when you actually look at your twin, they actually trigger things within yourself that need to be healed or need to be looked at. And your twin who is avoidant, they look at themselves in the mirror and they see all the things that perhaps they do not like about themselves or their life to date, the journey that they've taken, and they feel overwhelmed by all the work that needs to be done to unpick those situations, process them, and heal them. So they actually keep their twin at arm's length, and they disconnect because they are rejecting parts of themselves that they feel are too much to bear at this time. It does feel like a rejection from your twin when they do that, of course, because it is a detachment. And when you are in a twin flame connection, you are intrinsically linked by more than just love, okay? So both parties tend to have had similar journeys of trauma, or there may be some trauma bonding there that needs to be unpicked before you can both spiritually evolve separately and then come into union, okay? Now, I always describe it like a magnet, two identical polarities that match in frequency. And when you have two magnets that are identical in frequency, it does mean that they attract but also repel each other. They're not spiritually evolved enough to come together. So there needs to be a separation period. And there is always a separation period between twin flames and between spiritual evolution and growth. And then both parties come together in union. Okay, now I'm just going to go one more. Okay, just going to grab that over there, the Death card. So there is a transformation going on in this twin flame connection. It is in a period of transition, shall we say, but we're going to get to each card as it gets, as we get to it, shall we say. Now remember those magnets, they, you know, attract each other but repel. If the runner keeps running and the chaser keeps chasing after that person, it's always going to remain the same, okay? It will never change. The dynamic will never change. It'll be push and pull. But as soon as the chaser learns to stop, breathe, and recognize that the universe will bring you and your person back together when it is divine timing, and you focus on your own personal development and your own spiritual path, your true calling, because twin flames tend to have a mission that they feel called to do in this lifetime. And once you focus on that, you actually encourage, because of the separation period, you encourage your person to spiritually evolve. You're the catalyst for change. They stop and they start to look at all the things within themselves, and they start to change their frequency. And of course, they come back seeking their twin. The polarities shift. Your person becomes the chaser, you become the runner, and then you go through a cycle and you come back together in the same frequency, but elevated, where you are meant to meet each other on a different level. Okay, so it's much more complex than that. Please look it up online. I do give like a little brief synopsis right at the beginning for those who are new to the channel. Eventually, when my life gets some time, shall we say, because I'm doing a lot of things and I have a lot of responsibilities in the home space as well, I will find a moment to do a video, you know, twin flame versus false flame, and a little bit more detail about twin flame, so you can really check in to see if you're in one or not. But we've got the stars for you, and this is the protagonist energy. As I said, this is your energy, how you're feeling right now. You're in a period of personal development and growth. You're healing, but also you're finding clarity. You're realizing what it is you want and what you don't want. Now, deep down, some of you may be wishing to, you know, look for new energy, because the World card tells me that you're come to an end of a cycle, or you're done. You're fed up with the way that this union has gone, and I feel like you're building your confidence to move on from this connection. You didn't want to have to, but I feel like you've been put in a position where you have no choice. Okay, the star and the tower energy, we've got the 16 there. Number 16 is tower energy. So I feel like you've had a bit of a rude awakening in this twin flame connection. Okay, now twin flame relationships, they're not all this romantic Hollywood schmancy kind of thing that we're all sold in movies. The twin flame relationship is one of the most difficult but also rewarding relationships to navigate, because we're all learning lessons, okay? And the twin flame connection, you tend to meet your twin after a period of trauma or a difficult experience in life, okay? Now, you may have had a bad relationship before you met your twin, or you may have had some trauma from childhood, ancestral wounding, whatever it tends to mean or be. I mean, you could even have been bullied and it's knocked your confidence in life. Your twin comes as a catalyst for change. So your twin comes and shows that mirror up to yourself. You see parts of yourself within yourself that have been wounded in the past, and your twin literally presses your buttons or triggers the things that have been left unhealed in your life. So it is a real transformative relationship, so that you open those boxes within yourself to really look at them, do the spiritual growth work, and spiritually ascend. And your twin has the same mission to do it. You are the one that will trigger things within themselves that make them feel uneasy. You know, it's not easy to heal. It's not easy to transform or spiritually evolve. And I feel that, you know, the spiritual maturity of the chaser is the one who actually is willing to surrender to the union and say, you know what, I'm just going to listen to my heart, and I'm going to allow myself to fall in love with this person on a deep level. And your twin is doing the same, but they're also scared. There's a defense mechanism. Twin flames, they tend to have like trust issues, codependency, trauma bonding, and have to resolve very difficult situations within themselves before they can come into a frequency of understanding and unconditional love with their counterpart, okay? So with this star's energy, I feel this person really shocked you, and I feel that you've had a bit of a rude awakening in this connection, because it has thrown up so many things within yourself that need healing and processing. And most importantly, one of the lessons for you to learn, my beautiful Gemini, because we all have to learn lessons in a twin flame connection. I know it's horrible. I hate it myself. A long time ago when I met my twin, there was a lot of lessons about self-love that I had to learn. And due to a previous experience that left me with a lot of confidence issues, that previous experience destroyed me, and I had a lot of fear, but also it really made me highlight stuff from childhood that I had left unresolved. There was a lot of trauma from childhood that had been experienced by myself as a young person that I did not want to deal with. And actually, I allowed it on a subconscious level to get in the way of me opening up to love. And I found it very difficult. I restricted myself and always felt like I didn't want to settle down, or I couldn't settle down. So when I met my twin, I was pushing away, and that person showed me unconditional love. And when I started to emotionally evolve and become more mature, that's when I started to realize that actually I was completely in love with my person, but was scared to commit to the union. So I do feel with the star's energy, deep down, you want to be with this person. We've got number 6. So that indicates you know that this person is your divine counterpart. 6 is the number of love, okay? But I feel there has to be balance in this union. And right now, you're in a period of healing, and I get this energy of you're done, okay? I feel you've come to a part where you've done a lot of reflection on this, and I feel you're wanting to get closure on this, because the World card tells me that you've been through so many cycles with this person that you've completed your lessons, as in you're spiritually evolving to create healthier boundaries and have the confidence to walk tall and put your own needs first, because I feel you may have been an overgiver in the past. Ace of Pentacles tells me that you are looking for new. You're looking for someone to invest in a relationship right from the very beginning, because if you feel that if your twin did not invest from the very beginning, then they do not deserve any more chances, because I feel this person has struggled with being in a long-term committed relationship. There's something in this person's past that has prevented that. We will actually see what that is for you. But the World card indicates you're done. You're frustrated with the way things have gone. It seems to be a cycle of repeat with your person. And I feel that this has made you feel let down and emotionally exhausted by the whole situation, because I feel like there's no security, or you feel like you're not on solid ground with this person. You just wanted clarity, okay? And I feel some of you would actually just like closure. You'd like to know why, because they're showing me lots of question marks in the water right now. So I'm really feeling that you're seeking answers. And if you could get closure on the situation and walk away, it's not what you ideally would like. You would have preferred to have been in a twin flame connection with this person and taken the journey of love together to the end. But I feel right now you just can't do this. So I feel like you've educated yourself on this, and you've become more self-assured, and you're focusing on your projects and your goals, and I feel like you're moving on, okay? Some of you may even be thinking about emigrating, or literally going traveling, or restructuring parts of your life, because I feel like this year for you in particular, my beautiful Gemini, is like new year, new you. And I feel like you're really responding differently to circumstances, and I get this sense that you will not be shaken again. Okay, I get this sense that you will not be shaken again, because you're rebuilding and you're stronger than ever is what they're showing me. Now, They're also showing me a heart right now with an eye on it. Okay, so this is, I mean, the eye tends to represent intuition, seeing, the third eye, and the heart is obviously the heart chakra. So maybe this is about you. You know, your heart is wide open, it's seeing things clearly, and that you want to lead with your heart, but also this time you're going to keep your eyes wide open so that you don't allow this person to come back into your energy and try to win you over without showing action, or, you know, because I feel like it's like you want proof. You want to see that this person loves. And right now I feel that you're a little bit bereft or feeling a little bit lost or in limbo because things have not been changing. Okay. Also, I feel there's something here where there is a message that you've written, and it was very eloquent, but I feel that you've not sent this message. You may have edited it a couple of times and you thought about sending it, but there's this energy where you're like, you know what, this person, they don't even deserve it. It's just your form of closure, okay? My guides just came in and said, you are worth your weight in gold, and anyone who is with you, you know, is lucky to be with you. So you need to know that you are lovable and that you have been going through a very difficult twin flame journey. Every journey is different, but I feel yours has been particularly long and particularly drawn out. And I feel like this person has almost forced your hand to walk away. Okay, you didn't want to, but I feel like you've got no other choice. The Ace of Pentacles indicates you're looking to start anew, and you're looking to be in a relationship that invests right from the beginning. You want to plant roots. You want to settle down. You want to be able to trust someone, to know that they're there when life gets tough. Because let's face it, we've all got to be honest, life is not a bed of roses. Life is difficult. It is up and down. And we have to navigate the way that the waves like hit us from time to time. So it's really important that you have someone by your side that you can trust, to know that they're there, even though you may not want them and you're not wanting someone to save you. That, you know, nobody's coming to save us. We've all learned that from a very young age, especially twin flames. You're very aware of that self-sufficiency because of the difficult journey that you've taken. But I feel, you know, you just want someone by your side to weather the storm. They're giving me this energy of weathering the storm. And we've got lots of new eggs here in this. I feel like you've learnt a lot of lessons in this twin flame connection, but I feel it's been very challenging and you want to move on. You want something new, or you're yearning for a new adventure, okay? Now, just before I put the card down completely, they're giving me an image in the water. Okay. I really want to know what that is. It's a symbol, okay? It looks like, ooh, okay. It looks like a comma with two dots with like, yeah, oh. I mean, I feel like it's musical. Oh, okay, there's some reconstruction thing going on here. I'm scrying in the water if you don't know my work. I'm just trying to decode this image and what it is. They're putting it together with what looks like a treble clef. And now they're separating it and having it on its own. It's coming towards me. Thank you so much, I'm truly grateful. They're giving me, it's a bass clef. I've not heard of a bass clef before. You know, I'm a little bit musical, but not, I mean, I don't read music or anything like that. I love listening to various music, but I did not know about a bass clef, okay? So they show me a treble clef, and then it's like deconstructed, and a bass clef. So if I'm just trying to pick up the energy, because this may be relevant to you. I mean, you or your person may be like super into music, or you write music, or you're a musician, or it can mean that, I mean, because it's deconstructing, maybe it's like something that was so intrinsically linked, was so like connected, is being torn apart, okay, or taken apart, things that normally go together. Let me see, I'm trying to check in with the energy. Tune into the right frequency, spiritual ascension, carefree attitude. And then they're flipping it and showing me the bass clef, which is about seriousness and sadness. Okay, I did not know that. Okay, so they're giving me this energy that, like, on the surface, there's all this, like, you carefree attitude, but below the surface, there is this sadness. So either that's how you're feeling, my beautiful Gemini, where you feel like you've had to just get on with life and put a Band-Aid on it and just, smile your way through it and just move on, or whether you feel that your person, I'm just going to pull a card on that. Maybe you feel your person is masking some sort of sorrow that has really impeded your relationship. It may be something that they've experienced that has got in the way of your connection. I mean, it could be even a sign or a symbol that you and your person are connected to, or, if you like tattoos, for example, you and your person may have had like tattoos, or your person did, or you did. It may even be a symbol or a sign that you will see over the next 4, 5, or 6 weeks that indicate that your person is going to reach out to you. Your person has the Judgment card. So that is a card of wanting a second chance or wanting to, look at that. Ace of Cups. Okay, it's a sign that it's going to be a sign that your person is going to come on in and offer love. Okay, they're slow to offer, but Ace of Cups indicates their intention is to love you. Their intention is to offer a commitment, but it's something that's been a long time coming. And just when you walk away, and it always is true to form of a pattern of twin flames. Please, as I said, look it up online. But as soon as you take a step back, focus on your own true north, that's when your twin comes after a period of, sorting out their stuff, shall we say, going through a period of, sorting out through their fears. But this person they do have pure intentions deep down, Ace of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. So this person wants to make the effort in love. They can feel you stepping away. And I feel this person, because you're manifesting someone new, or you're trying to move on, this person can feel that, and that's when they're going to step up. Okay, that tends to be the way the twin flame connection goes. I mean, I didn't make the rules. I don't like that either, okay? And I stepped away from my twin for a couple of years because I was like, I can't do this, even though I loved that person and I wanted to tell them, but I was so hurt and damaged by a previous experience and stuff that went on in my childhood that I couldn't. I was not emotionally available to love that person in the way that they truly deserved. So I took a step back, okay? And that's what I feel your person has done. There are always reasons why, and of course mine will be personal to me, and I've discussed that with my twin, but this person will see what's going on with this person. But deep down there is love, and I feel this person wants to make the effort, okay? I also feel like if you are manifesting new love and you want to disconnect and completely walk away from this twin flame connection, there is new love coming on in for you. This person is an earth element. They have very strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart. There is a little bit of water in their chart too. I see that this person has very strong Scorpio as well going on there. So if you do want to move on from this twin flame connection and cut the cord, because the World card is like an end of a cycle, and the Ace of Pentacles is like, I want something from the start, okay? I want commitment from the start. So I feel that you're calling in someone new, a soulmate, if that's what you're looking for. If you choose to take the twin flame journey, because we do have a choice, but if you do, then of course, the universe will make sure that the meeting between you and the new person is not orchestrated, and it will focus on the twin journey, okay? Now, your person has got number 5, which is always a number of conflict, and this person has had to fight in life. We've got the tree there, which of course represents, ancestry. So there's some sort of pattern that this person is emulating. Also, this card indicates that this person, they have deep-rooted trauma, okay, is what I'm picking up. And this person is going through a major period of growth. I will pull a card on it to see what's going on there, but they've got the 7 of Cups, which means they've had, I feel like they were not looking for love when they met you, and they've had major commitment issues for some time, and you don't need me to tell you that, but the 7 of Cups is like, this person is, they're in love with the idea of love. Okay, that's what I'm picking up there. And I do feel like this person is learning, because the tree is also about expansion and learning and growth. And I do feel that this person wants to plant roots. Okay, I feel they have recognized that many years, because you know the tree represents slow growth and many years, so there may have been a long period that you felt that you were waiting for this person, or that you were trying to reconcile whether this person was just stringing you along. Whoa, okay, so let me just see. Knight of Swords. This person is changing their life, okay? They are picking up a little bit of pace, and they're heading in your direction to talk, okay? Can you show me the trauma? Can you tell me what's going on there? Three of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide a little bit further? What is it? Okay, I thought maybe they didn't want that card. Four of Cups. They're dwelling on something that did not work out. Mind games. Is this from childhood? Is this something they witnessed? Can you please show me? Queen of Cups. Mother type figure. Can you show me a little bit more? Just to clarify. Ace of Cups. Okay. I feel like this person's, their parents or guardians divorced. And it was a pretty bitter breakup where this person, your person, was in the middle, and there was a lot of push and pull. There was a lot of fighting. There was a lot of drama. There was a lot of mind games that went on in this connection. And I feel this person felt very pulled in different directions. And their first foundation of what it means to love is pain. They've experienced two people who once loved each other fall apart and use that person, your twin, as a pawn in their bitter divorce, is what I'm picking up here. This person, their parent or guardian, actually cheated on their parent. So there was a lot of bitterness in the household when this person grew up, okay? Three of Pentacles tells me that there was a third-party situation involved with your person's, within your person's family unit. Four of Cups tells me that this person was very, very fed up with the way things were going. And the Queen of Cups, I feel like your person lived with their maternal guardian, or their mother, their mom, and I feel their mother or their mom took a new lover, took a new person into the household. And I feel that there was a lot of, this person did not accept this person into the household. They would not. So I can't really tell whether it was the mom who cheated, or whether it was the father or the masculine figure that, or guardian that cheated. I can't grasp that energy. It's too embedded. So what I can feel is that someone new entered the household when this person was younger, and they did not accept that. There was a lot of drama. So this person, they've seen love and marriage shatter and fall apart. And this person has pushed love away because they do not want to follow that path. Even though they would not follow that path with you in this twin flame connection, this person has been very, they've stayed away from love. They've rejected it, as you can see. Ace of Cups is like new love coming on in. And look at that Four of Cups. The universe is, offering love to this person, just like you are offering love to this person. And that person is closed off. This person did not expect to fall in love based on some bitterness. I mean, we've got the Five of Swords here. A lot of mind games, a lot of people trying to win at all costs. And I feel this was some game playing going on by this person's, whoever this person lived with when they were growing up, okay? And I feel this person was just used in that situation unfairly. And it caused a lot of stress on this person, a lot of overthinking. And it's made them reject long-term relationships because they just feel that love is pain and that love falls apart. And that they believe, they're changing their thoughts because the Knight of Swords indicates that they're changing their life. But the energy that I've got coming out is that they've, on a subconscious level, allowed their experience to inform how they operate in love. So they keep people at a distance. They are someone who, they recognize now that there is a pattern, that this person has really kicked back when it comes to love. I'm just going to pull one more just to see. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please show me a little bit more? Yeah. They're bonded to the end of something. Okay. The Devil card indicates like a negative pattern or something that they found was difficult to get out of. They felt helpless to change a situation. And although when they were younger, they did not feel responsible for what was going on in their family household, but they did feel guilt when it came to which parent or guardian to connect to, because I feel like there's a lot of confusion, a lot of game playing going on, and this person is trying to resolve all those things within themselves, and that's a pretty skewed like environment to see as your first foundation of love. And because we got the World card there as well, this person, you know, it's almost like they refuse to learn the lesson, or they always feel bonded to the fact that everything ends. There's this, I mean, they may have even said this to you in the past, everything ends. Nothing lasts forever, okay? And this person gets this energy where they're like, you know what? It doesn't last forever, so why should I connect to it? Why should I invest in it? Because it'll just be taken from me, or it'll fall apart, okay? But the World card does indicate that this person is learning a lesson. And I'm just going to pull, because this is major. This is something that this person has experienced on a grand scale in their life. So just let me confirm that Devil and that Ace of Pentacles. Okay, it's really interesting because you've got the Ace of Pentacles. You just wanted this person to invest from the very beginning, and now that you're walking away, because they can see that you're walking away, it's a negative cycle. So you may have noticed that every time you take a step back or withdraw from this person, they come on in, they can feel you, and this is when they keep offering. This is another Ace of Pentacles. So this person wants to invest, they want to start again. But let me see, in what energy are they coming in? Do they mean it this time? Are they going to take a step back? Are they in and out? Because they're having Four of Swords is a solitary energy. They are really they're really thinking about things. They're being quite serious about this. The Emperor, they want to elevate. They want to mature. I do apologize with the siren that's going past there. Obviously, I can't apologize for it, but I'm just going to wait for it to pass, just so that, you know, we don't have too much sound on the mic there for you. I spent ages, took some time off, as you may have noticed, to soundproof the room and get a new microphone so it takes away the echo, because across the street, they're doing some demolition on a building, and it's super loud, okay? So I took it down the hall into my back room, and then it was an echo. But anyway, there's just a lot of noise going on right now. Let's move forward. Four of Swords, they're in a solitary energy. They want to settle down. They are maturing, and they're learning the lesson. So they are, you know, forming into the divine counterpart you always wanted them to be. So they're thinking about the future. They are trying to be someone who sticks around, shall we say, because I feel this person has not wanted to, based on previous experiences that they've had in their past, okay? Now, we've got the Judgment card here, which does indicate that this person wants to reunite. The Judgment card is a card of second chances, but it's also a card of listening to their heart, being at a self-evaluation period where they are trying to be a better version of themselves. And in order to do that, they need to shed old habits. They need to release what is familiar, because if they do what they always do, they're always going to get the same outcome. And they've been holding themselves back, okay? So this card indicates that right now they're in a period of judging themselves and the situation. And I feel like they're empowering themselves, where they recognize there is something deeper between you and them, and they want to explore it. This is a card where they know what they need to do in order to get the desired outcome. And what they need to do, they need to spiritually evolve and, you know, contact you in a fashion which makes them, well, which shows you, shall we say, that they mean business, that they want a higher level of commitment. Now, we do have a Seven of Cups. Deep down, this person is still very scattered. They are, I feel like they are gaining clarity. I just want to clarify this, because this is very deeply embedded in your person. And this is the commitment issues card, okay? So let me just clarify, because I would hate to tell you anything wrong, that they're coming back and they want long-term, because they're showing up as the person of action. The Nine of Cups, you're their wish fulfilled, and the Tower is they are having a major awakening where they are liberating themselves from fear and from this energy of, being wishy-washy or sitting on the fence. So let me see what's going on there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please clarify this Seven of Cups for my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? We have the Justice card. They want to find a solution. They want to make it right. The Justice card also indicates, they've got the Ace of Pentacles again. They want to offer. Four Swords. They've been thinking about this for a long time. They're healing, or they've healed the things within themselves that have been impeding the journey that you have with each other. The Four Swords also indicates that this person has been going through a phase of gaining greater clarity, and I feel like they've withdrawn or taken a break from their friends, from distractions, so that they can really take care of themselves and work out what it is that they truly want. The Two of Wands indicates that they are aligning themselves with their true heart's desire, and this is about trusting in the unknown. Before, they did not trust in the unknown. They did not trust the universe would align them with what they need. But now I feel this person has evolved and is starting to make progress and is allowing their passion and their heart to guide them in the world. With that Justice card, they want to make it right. They want to find a solution, and they're making adjustments in their life to feel responsible, or be responsible for their actions, and also take accountability for the life that they have been leading and the sorrow that perhaps they've been causing due to the experiences that they have had, and how they've allowed it to influence their circumstances. And of course, that Ace of Pentacles keeps showing up for this person. I feel like this person wants to invest again from the very beginning. They want that new start. They want to be the person that you're looking for. But I feel, they want to tell you why they did not offer, how they wanted to be in a solitary energy, how they waited for so long, and that they know it's unfair and that you should judge them because they've caused so much pain. But I really get a sense that this time they do want to come in, and they want to come in strong, okay? Now, we do have the Man as an outcome energy and the Stork, which means there is action, there is movement and improvement in your twin flame connection. This is the outcome energy, okay? So the Man represents taking action. And we've got that hat there, which represents the crown chakra, to know that some action needs to be taken. Now, this is more your person's energy than yours. So I feel this person will initiate. They will initiate a message with you. Let me see, we've got Nine of Cups, we've got a Tower. So this person is going to surprise you. They're going to shock you with something. And it's going to be a very big, long, romantic, kind of climatic relationship message. I'm going to pull a card on it in a moment to see what's coming on in there, but they will be the initiator in the this circumstance. Number 28 is, when you reduce it, 2 + 8 is 10, which means they're maturing. They are, on a point of epiphany, especially with the Tower energy. They're on a point of epiphany where they are responding differently to circumstances, and so are you, but in a different way. Okay, now for your side of the street, we've got the Stork, which indicates sudden movement, sudden improvement. Suddenly, things are, starting to change direction in your twin flame connection. This card also can mean that there is an arrival of a message, okay, that perhaps you may have been waiting for such a long time. And if you look up the LENORMAND deck, the meaning of the Stork is renewal, okay? So it can be that you've been in the transition period of separation, and now your twin is coming on in order to move the relationship forward. But the relationship does not work on your twin's terms alone, okay? Remember, the chaser becomes the runner becomes the chaser. So you're in a period of flipping the energy. You're walking away, so you are the catalyst for change, and your person is now coming on in. It's not a game, it's an energetic exchange. And if I had not experienced it myself, I would say it doesn't exist, or it's a very toxic, weird connection to be in. But I've experienced it firsthand, and I understand the difficult dynamics, okay, of what a twin flame connection is. And before I really connected to my spiritual path, I actually tried to numb my feelings and my intuition and all the images that would come to me and all the odd experiences that I started to have as my gifts, shall we say, opened up. And my first thing was to try and numb the connection I had with my twin flame, and my guides were like, this person is your destiny. This person is the one. You need to stop and do the work and be ready. And I'd ignored it for such a long time, but then everything started to shift and change. Now we've got the Nine of Cups for your person and the Tower. So they wish to change, okay? They wish to rebuild. They want to break down the walls. They want to, they gave me this word in a previous reading that I did. I can't remember the sign it was for. It may be for it may be for the Virgo reading, but I'm not 100% sure. They gave me this word, estrangement. So I feel that's something that went on in your person's upbringing in the family, okay? But the Tower indicates that this person is wishing for you with the Nine of Cups, and they wish to change. They wish to liberate themselves so that they can stop disrupting or, sabotaging this connection. This person, I feel like, with the Tower energy, they're having that rude awakening. They're having that sudden moment where everything just makes sense. When you get the Tower, it is basically a paradigm shift where everything transforms. It's like the rug is pulled from underneath you. Something is taken away for something better to replace it. So let me just see what this means for your person. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please show me the Tower? We've got the Queen of Pentacles, we've got the Magician, we got the Five of Pentacles, and we got the Knight of Cups. So this person is aware that you offered them security, that that you wanted to settle down with this person. And again, male or female, not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy. But this person realized that they were they felt your love was very protective force, and that, they were comfortable to be themselves in your care and in your love and your devotion. But it exposed them. It made them feel that you could see parts of themselves that they did not love themselves, okay? And you cannot love another person unless that cup of love is full of love for yourself. If it's full of codependency, self-loathing, trust issues, things like that, it's going to be different and difficult to resolve those things and offer love, because if you've got self-loathing, how can you possibly love another person when your cup is empty or tainted with other things? So the Magician card indicates that this person restricted themselves. They tried to control themselves and held themselves back. They were very strict with their heart and they closed down, okay? This person, very independent person, but the Magician card indicates that this person, I feel they've been focusing on themselves, and they know they need to take action and address why they abandoned the connection. The Five of Pentacles indicates that there are deeply embedded abandonment issues in this connection, and I'm not here to give anyone an excuse or say, they were abandoned, so give them a break, right? I'm not here to do that. I'm here to try and understand each person's journey so I can see an outcome. But the Five of Pentacles, this person, if they have not told you about their past, they will tell you about this experience they've had and how they felt completely left out in the cold. They've been feeling pretty sorry for themselves because of their experiences, and they've had a lot of despair. They actually have just given me the word victim. They feel like a victim in the hardship of their parents' or guardians' struggle, and they promised themselves that they would never be in that situation. And to control that, they felt it was never something they wanted to get into, a long-term relationship, love, or even settling down or marrying, okay? Because they felt it's not for them. So this person, I feel, when people have trust issues, it's important to realize that when they've been abandoned in the past, in order to prevent it from happening ever again, they build a wall, and then in order to be in control of the situation, they actually decide that they're the ones that'll always be the one to leave, okay? So they remain intact, their heart remains detached from the situation. So I feel that's what's happened with this person. But they're coming on in strongly to offer love. The Knight of Cups indicates this person does love you, but they have been it's almost like they were in love with the idea of love, but when it got all too real, they checked out. They're like, oh, this is too deep. This is exposing. And this person is terrified with their emotions and where it could lead in the future. But I feel this person's trying to resolve those things and they want to talk to you about those things. The Knight of Cups indicates they're really attracted to you and they have very deep feelings for you. And I feel they want to come on in and offer that love to you. And I feel they do want to address the reason they checked out of this connection. However, on your side, we do have the Two of Pentacles, which means you're a little bit undecided about whether you want to connect to this again, because it's just been too much. It's almost like you've made a decision to walk away and you don't really want to move forward and then feel like you're taking 5 steps backwards because you feel that you don't want to be in a cycle of repeat, because life is too short and you are wasting your time. And I always say to people, do not waste your time waiting for your twin, because when the moment is right, the universe will orchestrate a meeting for you and your person to come back together in the same frequency. And I mean a higher frequency, right? Not the same frequency that you first met in, okay? Okay, they're giving me a song right now, so I'm just going to connect to this. One moment, please. Okay, so wow, this almost seems like a conversation, but anyway, I'll give you this song, the lyrics. This could take some time. Hey, I made too many mistakes. Better get it right this time. Okay, as I said, this sounds like a conversation. I mean, the person is a feminine energy. She's singing. She's incredible. I almost want to say it's Ariana Grande. I'm probably not even saying her name right. Ariana Grande. I want to say, because it sounds like her, but I'm not sure. So I'll have to look it up and see if that's if it's her. But it's almost like someone saying, well, this could take some time. And the person on the other side saying, hey, I know I made too many mistakes or something. And then the other person saying, well, you better get it right this time because this is your last chance. Okay, so this song could be relevant in those terms, or it could be that you are going to hear this song in the next 6 weeks or so, and that will indicate that your person is coming in to talk, or that they've messaged after a long period of being out of contact. Whether you connect to that or not, that's your call, whether you want to, reply to this person when they message, because you being in the World card energy, it's like you're done, you're healing, you're looking at your own side of the street right now and going through personal development. But the Two of Pentacles really indicates that you're trying to find balance in your world and you're unsure about this person's their intentions. Okay, Four of Wands. Now I'm getting two energies with the Four of Wands. One is, when you look up the meaning of this card, at grassroots, it means to reunite with someone that you really want to take that journey with, okay? So there is an energy here of you being prepared to want to reunite with this person. So I would say, because you've got a Two of Pentacles there, it does indicate that you are fluctuating in your energy. It's like one moment you're like, you know what, I'm done. Screw this person. They've messed me about. It's been very challenging. I've struggled with this, and this person does not care. And then they come on in and you're like, no, I'm not connecting to you. And then after a couple of days, you're like, oh, maybe they mean it this time. Maybe they want to. Maybe they've spiritually evolved. Maybe. So I really feel that this is a cycle of repeat that you've been in with this person. But with the Four of Wands here, you are looking for a high-level commitment. I do feel there is a potential for you and your person to reunite and, evolve through conversation to a point where you can settle down with each other. Or, this is a halfway to marriage card. This is an engagement card, okay? And for some of you, and this is not going to be for all of you, I've got an energy coming through of about 30% of you who've already met someone new and you're in a high level commitment with that person, maybe engaged to somebody new already, and then your twin is going to come on in and try to be the fly in the ointment, okay? Now that's going to be a challenge in itself, so it's your call what you want to do with that. That's not going to resonate for everyone, that part, but I really get this sense that you're looking for that happy ever after, and whilst you may want to or be tempted to reunite with this person, you're still unsure as to whether you want to take this journey with them anymore, because you've been there, done that, and you've actually burnt the t-shirt, okay? So I the final card here, and this is an overarching card, this relationship can transform. The Death card is like something big is ending in this connection, but it is transforming into something else, something other. So this can be that this relationship gets second wind, and you give this person another chance, and it transforms into something where you leave the old habits and release anything that's been hindering the connection so that you can make progress and evolve. But also it can mean that this is dead, done, and over with. So I really want to pull a card on this just to see, because from your point of view, you've got all the cards where you're like done, but they've got all the cards and the energy where they're like, you know what, I've made a mistake. I've messed up. So also I would look out for that song, or listen out for that song, because it really is an indication that your twin wants to talk and find a resolution. We've got the Page of Swords, a communication, and the Knight of Swords, changing. Life is changing. This person is changing the way that they approach. King of Pentacles, they're offering investment. I'm just going to take one more. Four of Pentacles, but it's holding on to the past. Yeah, holding on to the past, heartbreak. So right now, the energy that you're both in, that there is a conversation coming, okay? I feel like you're curious about what this person has to say, and this person is changing their life to be someone who's more stable in your life. They want to be the person that you want them to be. But most important, the lesson they should be learning is they should be the person they want to be. And then, that's when you can make progress, because we can never change for another person, because when we start to change for other people, we can fall off that wagon really easy. But when we want to change for ourselves, that's when true progress is made, because it's a commitment you make to yourself, and you're letting yourself down if you do not follow that, okay? So I do feel this person, they keep tabs on you. I feel like they want to talk to you. They're curious about what you're up to. And we got the Four of Pentacles there and the Three of Swords, which really indicates that there is a lot to unpick here. There's a lot of baggage. There's a lot of pain that's been held onto from both sides for different reasons. You're holding on to the difficulty that this relationship has thrown up, and the pain and heartbreak, and they've had a lot from their childhood that they've been unpicking as well. And I feel that this will be unpicked or talked about. There is a potential for this relationship to be a long-term relationship, but it's going to be a project. It's already been a project, and I feel that's why you're stepping away. But there is always the potential to heal, okay? So I'm just going to pull some final cards before I close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? Any further messages? What are they meant to be aware of regarding their twin? Can you please guide them for their highest good? And one more. Okay. So we have... So first card we've got is the Crossroads. Okay, so we definitely picked up on that energy in the reading, the Crossroads, where there is a self-evaluation period. Crucial decision needs to be made. A moment of change, make or break. Okay, and I definitely pick up on that energy with that make or break energy. Okay, just as I touch this card, it's like I got really itchy feet. Someone who can't stay in one place for such a long time or wants to move on. And you do not commit easily, my beautiful Gemini. So you may have felt, you picked up the courage to surrender to this union, and you were ready to take that leap of faith and invest in this connection. And that's what really is difficult to reconcile, because you do not commit to everybody. So you committed to this person, and then this happened. You met your twin, and it is a very difficult relationship. So I feel there's a lot for you to unpick as well here. We do have foundation. Okay, so this relationship lacked foundation, but I feel it's because of your person's withdrawal from a twin flame connection. And I picked up on the energy that this person's foundation of what it means to be in love, or their witness of love, was very, very damaged. Okay, it says focus on the foundation or the skills, which not really relevant to you. Build a solid foundation, make lasting changes, and that's what this person is doing. They're doing something for themselves so that the changes do last. Okay, and we've also got divine intervention. Remember, what is meant for you will never pass you by. So if this person is meant to be with you and meant to spiritually evolve and take this journey, they will. It says something stopped stopped something bad from occurring, the divine forcing a change and a miraculous turn of events. So can this relationship turn around? The answer is yes, but it's whether it's too late or not, my beautiful Gemini. Okay, so I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to be aware of? Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we've got the bicycle, first off, which is a cycle of repeat, but it's also about two people working together to move in the same direction. Also, the cycle is a symbol of movement forward, changes, improvements, and, you know, you and this person perhaps making progress. But it can also connect to the fact that there's only one saddle there, and it can mean that you're moving on. But I can't believe it. We've got, ooh, well, I hope that's not an omen, but we've got the ring. Now, the ring represents commitment, a bond that I feel that this, you know, diamonds, they're formed under pressure, and there's been a lot of pressure in this connection, but there is a bond between you both. And I do feel like you and this person have been on a cycle of repeat for a while, and it's about making a major decision about this commitment. Do you stay or do you go? I mean, I can't call that for you. Only you can call that, my beautiful Gemini. But I do feel like this person does want to commit. They do want a second chance. And I feel like they will talk about marriage when they message you. And you're like, what? I haven't heard from you in ages. And now you're talking about marriage. Get real, you know, because I feel like this person, they're in love with the idea of love, or they tend to sometimes get lost in fantasy and not see the reality of the situation, that they need to make an effort. They need to work on their fears and resolve some things within them that's been preventing them from truly settling down. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Gemini. Love and light.